Our bone-headed protagonist, born again into this age of wonders. In life, he was just the worst. A coward, a cheat, a philatelist, or was it a philanderer? I don't recall. But either way, he seems to have woken up different. Perhaps he can redeem himself. Xerox should be more careful where he aims his dark magic. Morton was so happy when Dan died. Surely he initially had a lot of housework to do, but now he's got the place to himself and just how he likes it. Of course, Dan coming back to life was a bit of a shock, but Morton will do anything he can to keep his home buddy safe and get him back to the earthly darkness as quickly as possible. Can you imagine how boring it would be to be a sentient being, wise even, and be stuck permanently to a brick wall? No wonder these guys are grumpy. They pass time by eavesdropping, gossiping, and bad-mouthing any bizarre-looking adventurers that might pass by. The mightiest heroes of Gallowmere are awarded a place in the Hall of Heroes. It's an exclusive club with access paid for by only the greatest of deeds. Who runs the place? We don't know. How do the heroes pass the time for all eternity? We don't know. But trust me, these heroes are the best of the best, and they deserve every moment of whatever it is they do up there. Even in medieval times, there were vending machines designed to part a foolish hero from his gold. Clever customers may qualify for a discount. Just don't ask the merchant how he acquires his wares. The imps of the Hilltop Mausoleum grew tired of the Phantom's incessant practice sessions and hid his sheet music away. Like most impish plans, this one backfired. The Phantom continues to bang the keys, but sorely lacks improvisational skills. This formidable serpent was somehow lured into a tiny chest and trapped by men working for King Peregrine. Probably it must have been a magic chest, because really, this is one huge serpent to fit in such a small box. But anyhow, the king believed he had imprisoned the evil serpent of Gallowmere, when in fact it was kindly serpent Lord Cole Katura that he had unboxed. Katura is probably going to have a big hug for whoever sets him free, and an ever tighter one for their enemies. Winner of the Jolliest Witch in Gallowmere Award for the 4th consecutive year, Wartilda actually runs a successful potions business and makes cool cheddar from her pumpkin spice profiteering. The other witches are secretly jealous. There once was a statue named Jack. For riddles he did have a knack. Dan entered the garden, which Jack was a garden. A smart hero would have turned back. A lusty adventurer in his heyday, this once beloved mayor stole the shadow artifact from Xerox Tower after the disgraced sorcerer was banished from the kingdom. When Xerox returned, so mad was he that he tore the whole town apart in his wrath, turning many of the good townsfolk into goats. After that, the mayor's approval ratings fell dramatically. His re-election now seems unlikely, although these days it seems anything is possible. Once part of the infamous Cemetery Hill Coven, Imelda was ostracized by her sisters when she refused to stop using the communal cauldron to prepare her notoriously pungent lunchtime brews. She now resides in the enchanted earth where no one complains. Or at least if they do, she just turns them into a toad, and seriously, do not lick those toads. A proud and fair race, the fairies were rulers of the underground world until that fateful day when the Ant Queen invaded their turf. Honestly, we don't know why the ants have them imprisoned, but for some reason, fairy magic doesn't seem to work against ants. Seems odd to me, but hey, I don't make the rules. Subaquaticus pachydermis draconis, truly one of nature's marvels and found nowhere on Earth other than the lakes of Gallowmere. These peaceful creatures are the product of a chance encounter between an elephant and a dragon. Truly, love knows no bounds. This feather-brained flock isn't good for much, not even shadow demon food. Farmers are far more filling. You may find yourself relying on their dim wit, but cross that drawbridge when you come to it. Are these good men? Their farmyard toil puts food on the plates of the nation, but at what price? Could mutant pumpkins be the result of forcing innocent pumpkins to consume their fleshy brethren? Does safeguarding one's crops justify deployment of homicidal scarecrows? Who will speak for the wolves? Save them, or don't. It's up to you. Wise King Peregrine, they used to say. But seriously, this guy sent his entire army to battle the undead led by you. Does that sound like someone wise? Somehow that battle was won without you, but it didn't really help King Peregrine. He died a few days later after choking on a Brussels sprout. They say his ghost lingers still in the haunted ruins, that he paces the halls late at night, coughing up sprout chunks. I think this story proves beyond a doubt that no one should ever eat Brussels sprouts. Birds only like one person in their life. For some reason, this one likes Dan. This scavenger saw a corpse meal and instead found a friend. What a lovely way to meet.